Cowboys decided to keep Mike McCarthy.
That's your team.
I don't mind it.
Run it back.
I don't mind it. He's in the last. They didn't extend him, so I think that's telling. Is they're saying, hey, look, this is it. You got one more year. If you do well, you get an extension. But honestly, he's gone 12-5 the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He has won a playoff game in that time, lost 2. Mm-hmm. And then, you got 1 year left on. It's basically a prove it year. It's almost like, sometimes with players that, are going into their contract year, prove it to us that you can do it.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Jones says, sometimes people thrive the most when they're challenged the most.
Yeah.
I think they just got to figure out some things defensively. I'm not sure what Dan Quinn's going to do. He's interviewed for a bunch of head coaching jobs, but from everything reports are saying, like, Dallas expects him to be back.
Yeah.
They just got to change up some. They just got to get the players in there in spots that there's a weakness. You need a running back. You need some defensive tackles to stop the run. I mean, we were basically playing strong safeties at linebacker this year, and you just can't do that.
And I think another thing is, like, you're just not, and I know it's just been going on for a long time now for the Cowboys, where they're used to dominating in the 90s like they did. Right. But I mean, unfortunately, you're not going to make it to the Super Bowl every year.
Nope.
I mean, who would you hire if you did fire McCarthy?
Exactly.
It's not just as simple as he sucks, fire him, bring in somebody new.
Right.
Maybe Dak's not it, let him go or whatever. I mean, it's just not. Grass isn't always green on the other side, and it's just. I don't like the adage of you went 12-5 this year. It sucks you lost in the first round of the playoffs, but you
got all the pieces there. It's just figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
And I saw one guy tweet. He's one of the Cowboys writers, and he's just like, all right, Green Bay lost. Got to fire the head coach. Got to get rid of Jordan Love. That's the rules. I don't make them up.
Yeah.
That's what y'all told me. You lose in the playoffs, fire your head coach, get rid of your quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, Josh Allen and them, he's billed as an MVP candidate every year, and they don't ever succeed. I mean, sure, if you get 1 or 2 playoff wins, is that really succeeding if you don't make it to the end and get it done? Eventually, you got to say, okay, how is it a problem in Dallas, but it's not a problem in these other places? I mean, sure, the 49ers have been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They get to the conference championship game, but Dallas has won a Super Bowl more recently than the 49ers have.
Yeah.
But it's always just like, all right, Dallas can't get it done. They choke. Congrats on winning a few playoff games.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're not meeting the end goal either.
Yeah.
So
it's just it's the Cowboys.
It is. But again, as a Cowboys fan, I don't mind it. Give me a prove it year. Like you said, there's nobody really like Bill Belichick wasn't going to come. And again, I don't think he would even fit the mold, what the Cowboys would want as a head coach. He's older. He wants a lot of control. The Cowboys want to spread out control as far as like drafting, player personnel, that kind of thing. Jim Harbaugh would probably be a good one, but again, he's one that just wants to, have a lot of control over his team.
Yeah, and Jones isn't going to do that.
Right, and so I think, you got to prove it year. They didn't extend him. Go show me what you can do. If you can't get it done, we just walk away. We find someone from there.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it. If you want to check out more of our NFL review of the divisional round, click here.
And if you want to check out our preview for conference championships, click here.
And if you want to see any more of our content, NFL, college, or anything sports related, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share.